Remember when you were little and the world around you seemed so vast and endless? Well, that hasn't changed at all. The kids you see today will be looking back thinking the exact same thing and feeling just like you do before they noticed. You know, you've been there. And as a grown-up, you now understand it doesn't really matter how big the world is as long as you've got the right tool to make it fit in the palm of your hand. It's called communication. Studies show that when people are first learning a new language, they rely heavily on parts of the brain that are involved with memory. As learning progresses, different parts of the brain associated with rules of language, also known as grammar, take over the process. This transition from memorizing to using generalized rules is a vital part of processing language fluently. And for a variety of reasons, young children have less problem with that transition than adults do. They pay more attention to the most important parts of a sentence, effectively filtering out details that might overwhelm an adult. They're less inhibited about using words in sentences they're learning, and less self-conscious about making mistakes. So how about taking advantage of all this? How about offering a language course that will provide them with more than just the language itself? How about preparing your kids for the future without making them bored? Fun. That's the key to our successful outcome with children. Forget about textbooks and traditional methods. Our educational coordinators will be available to work with you to prepare a brand new program that will provide the students with the most custom and entertaining classes they will ever experience. With 1 hour of very laid-back theory and 2 hours of practice with fun games and activities, the kids will be flooded every week with countless new language structures and vocabulary without even noticing it. That happens because as long as the kids are having fun, they will be putting some serious effort into learning whatever you try to teach them. And in this 100% English-speaking environment, this effort will be channeled to activities that focus entirely in the English language. Over the course of 1 year, the kids will internalize most of the basic rules of the language and will learn how to make and answer questions sooner than you think. They will have access to an online source of very entertaining and catchy materials with games and animations that will become their daily feed of English learning outside of the school environment. And after all this work, it would be a waste to keep the kids from practicing their fresh language skills during summer break. That's why we created Summer Camp, where we bring an English-speaking country to your school for 20 hours in 2 weeks. With even more interesting and entertaining activities in a very relaxed environment, this program is all about fun. The kids will be very excited with the huge amount of new games and songs for them to have fun with, without knowing though that the best part awaits for them at the end of the year. A big show for them to enjoy until the last minute. They will have so much fun they will be counting the days for next year's camp. And that is why we like to call this a fun-based program.
Times were sad. What's good enough for granddad?
I'm going out on the town. Said I'm tired of chasing you down.
Remember when you were little and the world around you seemed so vast and endless? Well, that hasn't changed at all. You are the one who changed. Whatever you did, whoever you played with, became of great value for you as a grown-up. The steps you took, the bumps on the way, the ups and downs, helped you to forge your character, and you'll be forever thankful for those who pleased you with love, understanding, and the knowledge to get where you are today. How about being the one to blame for these kids' successful lives? That is what we work for.